Conflict between people and wildlife often comes from two major things: the pressure of economic needs and the shrinking space where wildlife can live. But Perkumpulan Ulayat Bengkulu believes that harmony with nature is not something impossible. In fact, living side by side with nature is something that we must make possible. Through an integrated program, Perkumpulan Ulayat Bengkulu brings a solution that is not only halfway. The approach is by combining the concept of sustainable livelihood, or sustainable sources of income, with a model of sustainable forest management. An approach that is not only focused on protecting the environment, but also on strengthening the local community's economy, because the forest is easier to protect when the people living around it can also have a better and more secure life. This commitment is then brought into real action on the ground. The community organizers Ulayat Bengkulu go directly to the communities, listening to their experiences and learning about the problems as well as the potentials that exist in the village. Together with the people of Pekon Sumber Agung, Ulayat Bengkulu carries out a participatory method known as Participatory Rural Appraisal. Through this method, the community becomes the main actor, not simply the object of a program. The pre-R process is carried out in a dynamic way. The community is invited to create a village or Pekon sketch to understand and map their own area together, from the land use, settlement areas, river flows, to the zones where conflicts with wildlife are more likely to happen. After that, the trend and change analysis is carried out. Through this process, the community looks back at how their village has changed during the last 10 years. What has changed? What has increased? And what has slowly disappeared? Then comes the livelihood analysis. The purpose is to identify the main economic resources of the community, while also looking for alternative business opportunities that can remain friendly to wildlife and the environment. The community also prepares a seasonal calendar. This tool helps them understand planting patterns, the rainy season, and also the appearance and movement patterns of wildlife, so that mitigation can be done in a more measured way and at the right time. All of these pre-AR results then become an important foundation for the community to manage the forest wisely, to use forest products without destroying nature, to develop the local economy without sacrificing the ecology, and most importantly, to build a way of life where people and wildlife can live side by side. Because protecting the forest is not only about saving nature, it is also about protecting people's lives, protecting their livelihoods, and protecting our shared future. When economy and ecology can move together, peace between people, forests, and wildlife is no longer just a hope. It becomes a real action, something that can be started together.